For this video alone, I will be using the J4N3 VCM because I've been counselled into believing that having a sweet, calm, elderly, polished British voice might help me in convincing YouTube's moderation that I'm innocent and harmless.
Is that really gonna work?
Of course not.
Right.
Proper introduction bit. Hello everyone, I hope your day is going dandy and swell, better than mine at least. It appears I have found myself in quite a pickle. It appears I face quite the shitty situation, so to speak. I currently have 2 community guideline strikes on my channel. A third one means I'd be permanently terminated. Yeah. I'll try and keep this video as brief as possible because, honestly, I'm really tired of all of this. The first strike was for my video on Forsaken TikToks. It was a violation of YouTube's sex and nudity policy. I didn't think that was strike-worthy at the time, and to be honest, I still don't. But at the very least, a sex and nudity violation for clothed block Roblox characters being pushed against each other is within the same ballpark. There's a case to be made, is what I'm saying. Of course, let's just pretend that's the worst thing we've seen on YouTube, but yeah, protect the community and whatever. But with the second strike, that's a whole different story. Explain to me how I'll make a video about kids raging on a Roblox game and get the same sex and nudity violation. How? I got a sex and nudity violation for looking at Steal a Brain Rot gameplay.
Hi, Villainy. We think your content didn't follow our sex and nudity policy. Content with implied sexual conduct or use of sex toys that's meant to be sexually gratifying isn't allowed on YouTube.
Mate, I provided commentary over a compilation of kids raging over a Roblox game about stealing Italian brain rot characters. What the hell are you even talking about?
You can see an example around 0 hours, 6 minutes, and 57 seconds, although there could be other instances.
How about I see the human reviewer who thought this was a good call? How about that? How about that? Content meant to be sexually gratifying my ass cheeks. I'm going to try my best to explain with words what was happening at the highlighted 6:57 mark. Because there's no shot, I'll show a second of it. But you can go over to my Twitter. I'd have posted the clip there by now. Roblox character A runs into Roblox character B's shop and steals their item. Roblox character B screams in Russian, "No, no, give it back, give it back." He delivered the words with such strained effort that one might have mistaken his speech for a battle against digestive distress. I made this silly remark and then went on to repeat the Russian's cry again, but with the old meme of the guy with veins on his forehead on screen as accompanying visuals. Just search "guy with veins on forehead" meme and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Hi, Villainy.
It's villainy, by the way.
We reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed that it violates our sex and nudity policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Thanks. The YouTube team.
YouTube moderation staff. Are we good? Or no, rather, are we carbon-based? YouTube is unfathomably large. About 5 million videos are uploaded each passing day. Having automated systems for moderation is a necessity. It's literally impossible to keep up otherwise. No one is judging you for your AI staff, YouTube, but it gets to a point. When AI is having the final say in issuing strikes, rejecting appeals, and even channel terminations, that's when you know you might have overdone it. Here's how YouTube reviews content according to YouTube.
When our systems have a high degree of confidence that content is violative, they may make an automated decision. However, in the majority of cases, our automated systems will simply flag content to a trained human reviewer for evaluation before any action is taken.
Majority of cases. Sure, mate. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and highlight BangSnap's case just because of how much more ridiculous it is. BangSnap is also a small creator, by that I mean under 100,000 subscribers, who recently had to battle YouTube over their shitty guidelines and bot strikes. Her situation was just as silly and exposed just how far YouTube is willing to deny their most blatant errors. On one fateful day, though, the worst thing that a creator could want for their channel happened to her. Yeah, a full-scale termination, with the child safety policy cited as the violated policy in question that caused the immediate deletion. If you're wondering what horrifying action she must have done to endanger children of the YouTube community so much, well, she simply hit her desk and knocked over a mic. It's just so bullshit. Well, okay, full strikes happen, I guess. Even YouTube acknowledges that, hence the entire appeal system. So she appeals the decision, and of course they reject it. It's the same fucking bot. Last resort. Talk to them on Twitter, which shouldn't need to be this way. Why should we need a third-party social media platform to fix your issue when you can just fix your own shit? So she shoots them a cute little message, alerting them on their repeated errors, and...
It looks like you've already appealed and received an email outlining the final decision. We know it wasn't the outcome you were hoping for, but there's nothing more we can do on our end, as these decisions are made very carefully. Appreciate your understanding.
Very carefully. They have to be liable to some sort of lawsuit lying this blatantly, to be honest. Only after about 4 months of back and forth. Getting the help she deserved after much bigger YouTubers caught on and escalated the issue further, was she unbanned and brought back to the channel. And while yes, it's a positive ending to a very scary situation, what kind of horrible band-aid solution is it to hope and pray a bigger YouTuber who isn't under any obligation helps to make enough noise that YouTube literally doesn't have any choice but to fix the issue? How did the appeal process for child safety get rejected when, if any human looked at the video for even one time, they would be able to tell no minor was involved in the video? No. How does the bot even flag it in the first place?
No.
If the moderation system is so sensitive that content that doesn't even contain what it's being banned for can be removed and reviewed twice to no avail, tell me how the cyborgs over at YouTube still allow so much actual porn on their platform. And I do want to take a minute to explain the general levels of severity that content may be restricted. If for any reason at all you still believed YouTube had a case, or perhaps excused them because mistakes do happen, this point should certainly change that and let you see how self-contradicting their moderation system works. The first level we have is ad suitability. This basically means you're going to have extremely limited ads playing on your video due to some problematic themes you may have covered. The viewer themselves doesn't notice any difference, but for the creator, yeah, they only make sense from all the views they get. The next level of severity is age restriction, self-explanatory. YouTube sets the video to 18+ because it deems the video to be too dangerous for younger audiences, but admits that it doesn't necessarily deserve to be taken off the platform. And then, of course, the final level, a community guideline strike. This means the offence was so eye-wateringly bad that YouTube takes down the video, bans the creator from posting content for a number of weeks, and issues a 3-month probation period where you risk termination if you should attract yet another strike. It's a perfect system on paper. It gives enough breathing room for mistakes from the uploader while simultaneously protecting the YouTube community. See, I have no problem with this, except for the fact that it doesn't work. All my videos that have been struck in the history of this channel had passed the ad suitability phase of uploading. All of them. They never get age restriction, but somehow they make an Olympic level jump over these 2 steps and end up attracting a strike. every single time. The same Android that just told me my video was completely fine to upload with no ad restrictions is now saying the content is so abhorrent that I should take a permanent break from the platform? Really? It's just so tiring. When I say creators, of course, I'm not referring to the Mr. Beasts of YouTube. Those guys are actually partners with YouTube. I'm talking about the rats, the rest of us. YouTube hasn't cared about its creators for a long time.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
The only difference now is that they can afford not to pretend they do anymore.
That's an emotional response. They do care, to some extent.
Because tell me how I'm still receiving automated messages, even when contacting YouTube's partner support agents.
Getting your video removed from YouTube can be really concerning.
Yes.
Let me provide you with information regarding this matter. Our internal team has carefully reviewed the video,
Yes.
and we have removed it for violations of our nudity and sexual content policy. Content with implied sexual...
Hi, Walter. Appreciate the reply. I understand that there is no place for sexually gratifying content on YouTube. However,
the video in question has no sexual content whatsoever as well. There is no mention of anything of that nature, let alone showing it. The clip in question that was flagged was of a Russian man screaming about an item being stolen in the popular video game Roblox. There was nothing even remotely sexual about that. He is not screaming in a sexual manner either. I have attached a short segment just in case perhaps there has been a mistake.
I don't understand just how differently you are viewing this to arrive at that decision. Could you please clarify what exactly you find sexual about this?
I understand how frustrating this situation can be,
Yes.
especially if you feel the decision was unjustified.
Yes.
However, please be aware that our internal team has thoroughly reviewed your video, and the decision is final and cannot be reversed. Also, as much as I want to provide you with the specifics, our
Thanks again for your reply. The issue here is simple.
My video has been incorrectly flagged for implied conduct when there is no sexual content whatsoever. The flagged clip is a frustrated player screaming during a Roblox game, being upset past intelligible words. Somehow this was misread, likely by automation, as moaning. In the context of the full video, that interpretation is beyond implausible to the point of absurdity, even if this decision was made by a human reviewer.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night.
I am asking for a genuine, context-aware review of this video in its entirety. The consideration of context here changes the understanding of the flagged content completely and makes it self-evident that a mistake has been made.
I understand how important it is to have your concern resolved, so I tried to look for ways we can assist you further. With that being said, let me be transparent with the findings of our internal team.
Oh, wow, guys, did you hear that? They're going to be transparent and actually help. Finally. I wonder what new thing they have to share.
Our internal review team has carefully reviewed the video and removed it for violations of...
Whiz-bum-buckler!
So I guess we just don't deserve a human review. I guess I don't deserve a human who could assess the context and answer based on my specific case, rather than sending me a copy-paste text block. Sounds about right, yeah. Kindly tell me for the 5th time what policy my video broke, along with the first-hand account of your internal team's meticulous review process. By internal team, I presume you refer to the triumvirate of a concrete slab, a sheet of plywood, and a steel pipe, who, after exhaustive deliberation, concluded that a constipation joke would be perceived as sexually gratifying to the average audience on YouTube. Thank you for your services. I'm not going to be very active on here for at least 3 months. That's how long my strikes are going to last. So, goodbye-ish. For new viewers coming across my channel for the first time, you see, my channel has basically been dedicated to exposing weird, disturbing channels on YouTube. If I could get a strike for a harmless video like this, I should basically start getting used to the idea of not having a channel. To prevent getting a third strike, the reasonable thing to do is to stop uploading or do so less often. I kind of rely on the pennies to live, so I'll go for the latter option. For the entire month of July, I uploaded 5 videos in total. My schedule is dog shit, all right, but even that is abnormal for me. The main reason for the lack of uploads was that I was working on other stuff for the channel behind the scenes. These are drawings I recently completed, which ended up taking quite a lot of time because I had to learn new techniques and stuff. Each drawing is supposed to represent one of the 3 personas. There is so much more I want to add to the channel and my videos. A border, a wallpaper. One idea I'm saving for the future is giving the personas different variants, so it's going to be like skins in games. Each variant will have a different theme, voice, and costume that I'll design, of course. There are some more ideas I have that I won't do the disservice of spoiling for you guys now. Seasonal arcs, hell, I'm even looking to learn how to make instrumentals just so I can make my own background music and personalised tunes for each persona. A slop commentary channel doesn't need to be doing all that, but I want to because I love what I do and I love seeing you guys interact with the stuff I make. But imagine how I feel after stressing, working on the extra stuff while editing deep into the night to get a video out, only for YouTube to remove it hours after getting live, telling me I violated the exact same policy I'm actively avoiding. What do you think happens to all my motivation? For like 1 week straight, I just did nothing. I couldn't think straight, I was frozen, creatively blocked and numb. But I was able to bounce back, seeing comments from those of you who noticed my absence. I mean, people are still subscribing, so I have to cater for the new villains, and I will, really carefully, with fewer uploads and content that shouldn't violate YouTube's sex and nudity policy. But let's see how that goes. I did open a Patreon where I'll be uploading way more frequently and recklessly, so if you want to see unfiltered, raw villainy, or want to just support me in these dark, penniless times, then I'll see you there. Also, the 2 videos that YouTube felt were so offensive to the community and chose to remove them will be uploaded on the Patreon in their full unedited forms. Thanks for watching.